Welcome to a dense bean salad, a hearty, protein, and fiber-rich salad. This one packs plenty of great veggies, seasoned to amaze, can be oil-free, and allows for you to skip the dressing. Let's dig in. Cutting your veggies are pretty straightforward, but here's some tips to keep in mind. Consider you're eating this in spoonfuls or forkfuls. No big slices, as you want as much variety in each bite. Think about your meal prep container and putting a lid on it. You don't want to have to fold a cucumber in order to make it work. Also, certain veggies like these potatoes, for example, the bigger ones I cut into quarters. The smaller ones, I halve them. This way, everything cooks evenly. With fall and winter rolling in, potatoes are such a great idea to help break up the textures. Personally, I can eat potatoes like any time of year. Baby potatoes are much easier to handle when needing to prep like a ton of veggies. You gotta listen to the whole statement. I'm not saying like babies are easier to handle and that's it. They come in so many varieties, and actually they seem to be uniquely the only ones that come in a pack of varieties. So you don't have to do like all red or all yellow. If you're roasting your potatoes without oil, you can make sure you just skip right to seasoning them. Then be sure to use a baking tray lined with parchment paper. What I'm actually saying, where'd you go? What I'm actually saying is like a good thing. When cooking your chickpeas, typically you could use just a little bit of oil and you'll still end up with like a wee bit that you could use for the next part of your recipe. Now, of course, you don't have to use oil. Vegetable stock works as well. Cooking the chickpeas are gonna give you the crispy chickpeas, therefore you're gonna have like that difference in texture. If you don't wanna cook them, you could literally just dump it inside of a bowl, throw the seasonings on and stir. But there is a slight downside to that, which I'll talk about in a second. Cooked bell peppers taste slightly smoky to me. They're also sweetened and get a bit tender too, if you want some of that snap, crackle, pop. But yet there is a downside. Not only do you miss the first set of adjectives I went over, smoky, sweet, tender, goodness, but you also don't get to bloom the spices. That's when they toast inside of the oil in the skillet to become just more flavorful. Assembling the salad is cake. Well, it's actually not cake, it's salad. Cakes are actually like super difficult to assemble. I guess you could say it takes practice. Salad, no practice. Cake, practice. This salad literally lasts for like 7+ days. That's with the right ingredients in here because they're gonna make sense. For example, don't add an avocado in here until you're ready to eat it. Another example would be like making sure you use baby cucumbers. The larger guys start to break down after a few days and become really soft, almost like cooked zucchini soft. Switch out the beans. I'm thinking butter, navy, cannellini. We use cannellini. Okay, pinto. Eat it hot, eat it cold, eat it room temperature. Really doesn't matter. My preference is after it sat overnight. I mean, like, might be hard to believe, but I made that sound effect with my mouth. This full recipe can be found linked in the description or at my website, makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Till next time, believe in good. Peace.